Hi friends, welcome to A to Z Learning channel. TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, published their quarterly results yesterday, and in this video, we have analyzed all aspects of their financial results for you. Most importantly, we have done all this work in a very simple manner so that's easier for you to follow and understand. This is an important video if you are invested in TCS stock or are thinking of investing in their stock. Without a further ado, let's start the video. So let's look at the financial results now in greater detail. As we analyze the financial results of the latest quarter for you, we'll make sure that we'll provide you a looking backward view when we look at current quarter's performance relative to previous quarter and the quarter in the year 2019 so that you get a holistic picture. But at the same time, we will also keep an eye in terms of future. What is the kind of pipeline of orders? What's the future outlook on the stock price? So we'll kind of do all this analysis for you in greater detail. But as I said earlier, most importantly, we'll do all that in very simple manner. So let's start to look at first of all, the performance over last 5 quarters. We have looked at both income and profit after tax and the growth or decrease in these 5 quarters. We've also looked at the basic earning per share and how it has performed in the last 5 quarters. So we'll share all that with you. So first of all, if I look at the performance of TCS in the quarter which has just ended, which is end of December 2020, they have performed really well. Their incomes have gone up by 4% relative to the quarter that ended in September 20. Their profits have been up 16%. So overall, they are all set to deliver some fantastic income and profit growth numbers for the full financial year 2020-21. So it's a fantastic performance that they have already delivered in the first 3 quarters, and fourth quarter is going to be equally strong. So overall, the year is going to be a fantastic year. If I then look at this quarter, the December 20 quarter, and compare it with 1 year ago, December 19, when the impact of pandemic was very limited, absolutely non-existent, I would say, and how they have performed there. Good news there also, both income and net profits in 2020, in spite of pandemic, in spite of company being conservative in terms of investing more in the technology infrastructure, their December 20 numbers look better than December 19 numbers. So income is up 5%, overall net profits are up 7%. So fantastic. Company has also announced an interim dividend of 6 rupees per share, which is in addition to the 17 rupees that they have announced in the previous 2 quarters. So overall, for the first 3 quarters, the interim dividend announcement that TCS have made for their shareholder is already 23 rupees per share. Again, that's fantastic sharing of the wealth, sharing of the good performance with the shareholders. Results are clearly better than expected. All the analysts, they looked at the numbers, they were expecting better results, but their actual performance is even better than what was expected. And the good part is that it's not a single pony story in TCS. If you look at their performance across all their vertical, whether it's a banking and finance, retail or manufacturing or communication, they're all kind of witnessing quarter on quarter growth. So they're firing on all cylinders is the story that's emerging from Tata Consultancy Services results. When I look at the deals in the pipeline, they remain very strong. So likelihood of coming quarter and coming 6 months and 12 months is going to be very good for TCS. The one area of concern this year has been that Trump administration squeezed the H1B visa allocation, and IT companies rely on H1B visa allocation quite a lot, and US is a key market for them to kind of be able to send their employee to finish and deliver on various projects that they get from their clients. they need that flexibility of large quantum of H1B visa. And that's a story for all IT companies in India. They they are, I think, going to be keeping a very close eye how the Biden administration, as they take over from 20th of January, how they kind of come up and frame policies around the visa issues. So it's an important area which could be a slight risk if the policy from the new administration is worse than what Trump did, then they will be impacted. So that's a risk factor that they have to kind of keep in mind, or as an investor, you need to keep in mind when you're thinking of investing in TCS. But again, there one good news is that Trump administration was very tough in terms of visa allocation. So I would say the last 12, 15, 18 months, the IT sector, industry, and TCS is inclusive of that, has learned to live with these changes. So they know how to still deliver their project, deliver to their clients in spite of all the visa restrictions. So they've learned to live with this. So that's a very good news. So to a large extent, you could say that unless Biden administration does something really, really wacky, something really, really fundamental, they know how to kind of run their business with those visa restrictions. So it's not a big issue, but it's one of the risks that we need to keep in mind in the context of TCS. The other good news is that company has become completely debt free for the first time in last 5 years. So that's a fantastic news. TCS and the IT companies have always been very generous with their cash balances and cash flows, but a company of TCS size becoming completely debt free is an achievement in itself. This could also show that they're not investing enough for the future growth, but that's where it's very important to kind of look at how they are kind of making cash and what investment decision that they are making. So while becoming debt free is a good news, the risk around that is it because companies not investing enough in the future of the company? So I think it will be one area, again, we'll keep a watchful eye for you, and if we see anything untoward, we'll report back. But for now, I feel it's a good news of TCS becoming debt-free company. Their cash and cash equivalent balances, when I look at their balance sheet, has grown quite handsomely, 20% this quarter. So that's another great news for TCS as a company. So overall, what does it mean in terms of future outlook? And the future performance of the stock of TCS. So good. First of all, I think just to remind you, TCS recently concluded a buyback plan of 16,000 crore, where they bought back shares from their existing shareholder at a price of 3,000 rupees. When they announced, TCS share was trading more like 2100, 2200. So it was a big upliftment. A lot of people bid for buyback. And now all that has been closed. People who got their bid accepted, they all have received that buyback money from the company. But if I look at the last week's share price, the share price on Friday, yesterday, closed at 3,122, which is higher than the buyback price. And the stock grew on Friday itself by 3%, almost 3%. So fantastic performance from TCS share. Overall, if I look at 1 day performance, 1 week performance, or 1 month performance, or 3 month performance, TCS shareholders have had very good previous periods where they all have had good return from their investment in their stock. So overall, at 3122, which is where it closed on Friday, the stock with all the performance number and all the kind of clarity that is now coming in terms of a proper transition between Trump administration to the new administration, looks like our IT companies in India, and TCS is going to be a big player in that, are going to benefit from the future. So my sense is that the share price, though it has grown in the recent past quite a lot, it still has the potential to go further up by 10 to 15%. So unless markets kind of behave differently, unless something external from external factor happens in the stock market, I can't see any reason for TCS share to see maybe a price of 3,700 or 3,750. So it does have the potential of 10 to 15% growth in next 2 to 3 months. So it's a great place, great company with amazing results and great future outlook. So if you are an investor in this company, please stay invested. There's absolutely no reason for you to exit from this company's stock. If you're thinking of investing in this company, then this is the time, because if you want to benefit from that 10 to 15% growth that I have strong conviction on, then this is the time for you to enter. You may, if you want to accumulate further and have a large position on TCS stock, I would advise that not advise, I would suggest you guys to have maybe wait for the dips when the stock prices kind of go slightly down, you kind of buy and then accumulate on that basis. But whatever way you look at, this is one stock which you must hold as your positional investment, as your long-term investment. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the company, nothing wrong with the sector. So I hope that the overall analysis on their recent financial result and the outlook about their future has been helpful, has been simple to understand for you. If you have any comments or suggestion on our video, then please do let us know through the comments. We will await for your comments, and if you really liked our content in this video, then I would urge you to please press the like button and let us give that endorsement so that we get more motivated to deliver even better videos for you in the future. So on this basis, I'll probably finish my video. Just as I finish the video, I would say two things. One is that if you've not subscribed our channel, A to Z Learning, I would urge you to please subscribe, become part of our viewers community. Our topics, our agenda point that we make videos on are basically as suggested by our viewers community. So if you want to become part of our viewers community and drive a particular topic or suggest a particular topic on which you want to see the video, then please join us by subscribing A to Z Learning channel. And last thing, I would like to kind of give you a very heartful thank you for watching our video. And any suggestion, comments, please let us know through the comments. Thank you so much and have a good investment in TCS. Thank you.